Ba-dum. All right. All right. I haven't live streamed before, for a long time. I'm using StreamYard. Y'all give me a thumbs up or tell me if you can hear me so I'm not talking for the next 20 minutes without any audio. So let me know if I guess you can see me and let me know if you can hear me. And I'll start saying hello to people. We got here first. Let's see. James Brandon, how are you? Susie T recently found you. Digging it. Awesome. Nice to have you here, Susie. We already got 33 people showing up here. Chuck Lewis Jr., I'll be here at 9. Your information is always great help. Thanks, Mike. Thank you, Chuck. Awesome. Appreciate it. Nice, man. That would be cool to win that. Yeah, it would. When it True Leaf Mark, that was awesome what they did. We'll talk about that in a second. Let's see, just started doing my sprouts and watching your channel. Such a good bunch of information. Thank you, Debbie. Nice to have you here. Who else? Esley, Rio Grande Valley, Texas. Awesome. I have relatives in Texas up around Red Rock. Let's see. I'm going to try some sprouts this weekend. Wish me luck. Oh, I forgot I can pop up comments over here. See, I haven't done this in a while on StreamYard. That's my wife. Everybody say hello to my wife. Healing Hobbies. How are you? Y'all go check out that channel. Had a short, 500,000 views. Lots of good gardening stuff. Steve Bates, how are you doing? Now, these on StreamYard might not be popping up the same as over on YouTube, so if I miss you, forgive me. Trying to get them all in here. Gene, good evening. Said Anai, how are you? Hope I don't say it wrong. John, hiya. Let's see, that's a couple loud and clear. Okay, awesome. Appreciate it. I was waiting for that. Tisha, how are you? Maryland, awesome. So some people are cold in Canada. I can see and hear you, Mr. Van Doozy. Awesome. I saw that some people around here, one of my friends sent me a picture with an ice storm, which is kind of crazy because we had record heat for the next couple of days. We're going to be, uh, I think 90. We hit 90 today, might hit a little bit warmer than that, but kind of crazy for February. Thank you for all your information. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Thank you. Thank you. James, and I might repeat some of these, but let me go through here. Nina, how are you? Good evening. Constance and Nebraska. First time watching. Nice to have you here. Awesome. We got a lot of new people. Hello from Louisiana. Hello. What do we got here? I got my basil out in my tubs. Can't wait to make pesto. Awesome. We've got to grow some more basil. We had that ice storm, took out all our basil. Hey, how are you? Longtime viewer. Papa Midnight Wolf, how are you? And hello. PhotoTube, I think. And I think I've got here Steve Bates. I think we said, hey, how are you doing? And Ruth. All right, think I'm about caught up. They'll keep coming in. Whoa, maybe not. All right, so I'm going to say hello to everybody else because they'll just keep pouring in here. And y'all just keep saying hi, hey to each other and where you're from. Oh, who's that? My Pretties by Ella Marie. Palm Coast. How are you doing? About a few hours from us, and me and Keely used to do a whole lot of work. She was painting murals and all the other stuff that we did, and we did a whole lot of work in Palm Coast. Beautiful down there. It was in one of the condos in one of the hammock dunes or something. There was actually a couple condos that we worked at, right, Keely? I think like 3 different condos, and they're like right on the beach. So it was awesome. All of the customers that were down there would let us like stay at their place. So me and Keely would paint, and then you'd open up the sliding glass doors, and the beach would be right there. And we're on the East Coast, so every morning the sun would come up, have the sunrise. It was lots of fun. Aloha, how are you? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead. Don't you all go anywhere. Kind of hang around because we're gonna give this away during the live stream. This isn't gonna be like go somewhere and go sign up for it with an email or whatever. We're just going to do it here. So I'm just going to give you a little hashtag, and everybody will put it inside of the um, what is that chat over there. And after everybody's had time to put it in the chat, then I'll go ahead and do a random pick, and we'll just pick one. And then I'll have my, let me make sure I have my email on here. And then whoever wins, just contact me by email. If not, Keely will have it. There it is. Keep on growing one at gmail.com. Remember, there's no G. Some people mess that up. Growing. When I first got this email, somebody already had keep on growing. So that's why I'm keep on growing. And I made that, my email. So when people send it to me, sometimes they just say keep on growing. So make sure you get that. That's a one there, not a G. But whoever wins, just contact me there, and we'll get that for you. Let me see. Hold on one second. I'm trying to get back to the comments on my side. There we go. I'm in a very cold state of Illinois, snowing in Canada. Yeah, yeah, that's what, like I said, I seen lots of ice storms and everything going by and that, and we're down here like really warm. So I hope it warms up for everyone really soon and y'all get to really, start growing and everything. But sorry, I've been like really busy. I know you guys are here on YouTube. You see some of the videos we get, like a couple thousand views or something. We put up a video and make thousands of views. But what you don't see on the back end, unless you like watch the channel, we've got about 250, I don't know, over 200 videos on the channel. And all of those go at the same time. And I keep getting comments from like videos that I've had from 4 years ago. And I try to answer all the comments. And this past week, I just hit the point to where it was impossible because one video from 2 years ago about a little microgreen grower actually hit, and it got like a couple 100,000 views. I think 300,000 views in 1 week. And I was trying to answer and help people out. When something like that happens, um, they give us a metric called unique viewers, and that's somebody who sees our channel for the very first time. And that's exciting for me because that's people who never heard of, growing like this or whatever, and they're seeing it and they want to learn. So whenever you have something like that happen, you have a bunch of unique viewers, you try to help those people out because people need to see you 2, 3, 4 times, or before they form a connection in that. And we just love helping people out. 34 degrees today. Holy mackerel. As we hit 90. So last week we had like 400,000. Well, the whole last month, so 28 days, we had 400,000 unique viewers. So that was people who saw the channel that never seen it before. So we've been busy doing that. And then if you guys don't follow me, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Facebook, and I've been putting a little short videos like you see over here. I put more out on TikTok and that. And some of the videos that you've seen, the one that we just made with our, what is this, our little tower that we're building that we stack up. That video had like over 1 million views on TikTok. And that's the first time one of my videos went over 1 million. And I think that was like last week. And now it's up to like 1.7 million, which is another 700,000, views. But all the other videos, get views in that because when people see that, they want to see other things. And I put it over on Facebook, and that one went up to like 4.9 million views. So it just got to the point where I can't answer questions. So if you guys are asking me questions in that here too, and I'm not ignoring anybody. I know some people have gotten used to me just answering all the questions and getting back to everyone for the past 4 years, but it just got to the point this week that I couldn't physically do it. So trying our best, and Keely's helping out. Urban Harvest, how are you doing? I have a friend, she's going to be 87 and started watching me because she wanted to do microgreens. Awesome. And just having the best time. Awesome. Cool. I love hearing stuff like that. TikTok. Yeah, I'm on TikTok. I'm a rag dolly. I think I gained, I don't know, it must have been 40 or 50,000 followers like just this past week with those videos. Congrats. Thanks. Yeah, appreciate it. It's not, I don't care about the numbers and all of that. The thing is that those are all people. and we extend our reach. And like we said, we're trying to get the word out and help people that need it. And like right now, we're like in tough times. It's not just like us in the United States; it's all over the world, right? And you hear about all these different things with like uh, people running out of groceries or food, and fertilizer crisis, and the eggs, and everything, and it's just heartbreaking in that. And we figured out a way, how to do things, and we try to do things as cheap and as easy as possible because I'm not a prepper. I like to look forward, and but we know that times can go up and down and up and down, right? So we like to go ahead and be prepared and do things, and I that's why I don't spend a whole lot of money and time and effort, and that is I want to do things as easy as possible so that we can help as many people as possible. And so when we see all these new people coming on, one thing it's good because you're thinking, wow, that's a lot of new people in that. But then when all these people are saying, I need this, or we're going to do this because, we need help, or, it's really heartbreaking in that. So you try to help as many people as you can. And like I said, when times are good, it's fun just showing people like how to do something. And we're all on here growing microgreens. But, if we can help each other out through the bad times and that too, then that's a win-win, right? Hello from Ontario, Canada. Cool. New viewer last few months. Awesome. Appreciate it. We got 76 today. Oh, 76 sounds awesome. Pool noodles save lives and money. Yes, yes. Urban Harvest on your strawberry buckets. Do you use medium or just suspend the roots in the solution? We haven't done strawberry buckets yet, and that's something. I'm gonna go ahead. If you guys watch my last video, I'm gonna go ahead and put some tomatoes in a couple of the buckets, and I'm gonna put some peppers in the other ones. I'm not gonna do a whole lot of videos. I'm just gonna show that. This channel is not about just making a lot of views and everything. We're trying to help people, and I've been focused on beginners and getting people excited. And I keep saying this because even when the videos hit like 4 million views over on one of the other channels, first thing people ask about is tomatoes, cucumbers, watermelon. What else can I grow? But people don't want to start at the beginning, and greens are the easiest way to get started. And I keep making this analogy that when you go to school, we take the kids. You don't teach kids geometry and algebra and trig and everything, right? We teach them ABCs and one, two, threes, and they keep drilling it into you, right? Your multiplication table, so that you know it without thinking, so that when you get doing the other stuff, you've got that basis, that foundation. And people always want to jump into this, and they want to go right to the top and just start growing, like think that they can go out and just buy a little fertilizer and just grow, the biggest tomato plant with all this fruit. And I want them to learn this as a life skill, something that they're going to do, like what me and Keely are doing out there right now, where we've got like kale. I'm going to plant some more basil, all of our greens and pak choi and everything, and go in a consistent manner where it just keeps, we harvest. And I've got some that are like little babies right now, are microgreens. I've got some that are baby greens. And tomorrow we're going to go out and replant. If you guys watched the videos where we had that tower with the milk jugs on it, we're going to replant that, and we just clean that out. And oop, what do we got here? Hey, super chat. Appreciate it. Thank you, Anna from Minnesota. Awesome. You're a little cold up there, right? But we're gonna replant that. So we're doing this over and over, and I want people to get used to that and to figure out the system. Like I said, I don't want you to. It's like a hobby. Like, oh, I try to grow a little something, I did it once or whatever. I want you guys to start doing this and do it where you just do it over and over and over, and this just becomes something that, like, you've got to go get milk once a week or whatever. That this is, that you're growing, that you're going to have your greens out there all the time. So we've got um uh we have to teach people the basics, and this is the easiest stuff to grow. Some people say they don't like greens, but you know they're good for you. And then some people are like, they just don't want to grow a lot of greens and just to eat them. But if you go to the store and buy it, if you can save yourself time and effort and money, if you can go ahead and do that, where you don't have to worry about like buying stuff and put it in the fridge and it gets pushed to the back and ends up in the garbage or compost, and that you can have it all outside anytime you want, just to, there or in your basement or wherever you're growing, to be able to go get greens where you don't have to think about it when you go to store shopping. I don't need green onions because they're all over the place. I don't need kale. I don't need spinach. I don't need, whatever you're growing. If you can take away that time where you don't have to worry about it, and then you save that money, then you can buy a tomato, right? Or whatever. But a lot of people, we're going to grow a couple tomatoes, but a lot of people want to jump right into that, and you spend a lot of time. Like the greens, we can grow within a month or 6 weeks, 8 weeks, depends on how big you let them get. We can grow it, harvest it, grow it, harvest it, grow it, and we can have several different ones going at different times. Usually you plant tomatoes, they can only grow at a certain season, right? And then they can only, because they can grow and they can have flowers in that, but if you don't have the right temperatures, the flowers won't set. So you'd be like, well, I've got this huge tomato plant, it's got blossoms all over it, but I've got like 2 tomatoes. And so you go through all this time and effort and growing this thing, and have all this anticipation, and end up, with a couple tomatoes, and then all of a sudden the hornworms are on it, and it's gone. Whereas like the greens, you can start planting them. You put them in the downspouts, or put them into your tower, and you have some more microgreens growing, and you have some more, so you have these at different stages. And then if something does happen to that, you're like, well, I'm just going to move this over here, and within a week, I'm going to have more greens, and then I'm going to take my microgreens and put them in this container, and it goes over and over. So you take away all of the heartache and frustration and everything. It's just like pests. We've got a bunch of kale, and we've got some aphids on it. So we're going through picking those off. And if it gets too bad, I told Keely, we just harvest it all. And I've got baby kale waiting to go right in. I've got 64. I got another 64. I got like 120 different plants that are waiting to go in when we harvest the kale that you've seen our last couple of videos where we had this full of kale. As soon as we harvest that, we've already got ones to go right in right behind of it. And that's what I want everybody to get used to doing. And it doesn't have to be kale. It might be, collards or different lettuces. And if you're a beginner, basil, mint, those are really easy. I haven't been watching the chat here, so please forgive me. If you guys are just joining us, just stick around for a second. I'm going to run my mouth for a couple of minutes. We're not going to be here too long. And we're going to give this away in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and give you a hashtag to put in the chat. And we're just going to draw a name and give this away. Like I said, I didn't want to do something where you go somewhere and sign up and everything. So if everybody, I just subscribed yesterday. Awesome. Appreciate it. Like I said, we've got a whole lot of new viewers and everything, new to gardening, love the greens and herbs, have no yard. Awesome. Yeah, that's great. That's this is another thing is, that there's a lot of us that don't have a big yard. Me and Keely are renting, and we're renting a small place and have a very small yard that we have to share with our Chihuahua. So we don't have a whole lot of space to actually grow. We're renting, so there's a lot of shade in our backyard. If you've watched my videos, it looks like we've got a little bigger space, but the amount of shade that we get, there's only a couple spaces that we can grow in. And that's what a lot of you guys have got to do too, is when you start growing. That's why we love these little containers, right? Especially like this, even though this is a tower, this comes apart, we stack it, right? 1, 2, 3. If you put this in the wrong place and you're like, I didn't realize, it's only getting 4 hours of sun a day, I need to move it a little. You can unstack them, just pull the one off the 2 and set it somewhere and stack them back up. If you have a regular tower garden that's like all one piece with the big tub at the bottom, they're kind of a monster to move around, right? So this is like where it's each one's in a different compartment. So that way you can actually grow like lettuce in one and basil in one, and you can actually put different crops. Whereas if you have like all the same nutrients pumping up and down through everything, and you put a bunch of different crops in there at one time, they all use nutrients at different levels. And you can have some do real good and then some will suffer. So with this, you put, one bucket, just put the same ones in there. And I wouldn't do any more. I know I'm talking all over the place, but I'm excited about this. And I've been talking to like a lot of people this week. So there's like a bunch of thoughts going through my mind. You don't really want to crowd this too much more. People are asking if they can put these closer together, but if you stack them up, it's not going to be as strong. And they also asked if they could drill some more holes up here, but you don't really want to crowd them in too much. If you look, there's only 8 holes here, and I left one empty so that I could fill it with nutrients. I could pull that out, our little pool noodle, right? I could pull that out, fill the nutrients, put that back in. So I only have 7 here, and you can see how full these are. Go watch my last video that's out there with this tower. You can see how full it's getting with the kale. And actually, if you put too much more in there, then it gets really packed. And that's what, like, we're getting a little bit of aphids in that. We're having to like dig through it. We're harvesting off of it, and you're having to like, it's getting a little overcrowded. So, and that's just with those 7 holes. So if you try to put too much more in there, like everyone was telling me to, oh, I would stagger them, and because they've seen it, done before, and I do things different than everyone else. I just, this is what works for me. But if I try to put too much in there, it gets too packed. You can get pest issues. The ones might not inside might not be getting enough light, and those will suffer. So all kinds of stuff can happen. So just like when you grow a traditional garden in the ground, they give you spacing, right? Like space them 12 inches apart and space the rows 3 feet apart. This is the same thing. Hydroponics, we get excited and we're like, oh, we can cram it all in here. We've got all the space to put more holes and put more plants, but you run into like the same problems in that. So just kind of keep all of that in mind. You're going to a million. Hey, Scully, what's up? I haven't seen Scully for a little while. How you doing, man? Let's see. Mike recommends our organic. Don't know what you're talking about there. Let's see. I don't. Our nutrients aren't organic. What nutrients do we buy? Let's see. Hi, Mike. Bruce from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Awesome. Cold, right? Been watching your videos for a couple of months and interested in getting started and growing my. Oh, cool. Yeah, bok choy. We love bok choy. I grow so much, Keely's like getting tired of it. The nutrients go into any one of my videos. Actually, go on my channel and scoot down. There's a playlist that says frequently asked questions, and one of those will be the nutrient videos. Yeah, that's it right there. Master blend, calcium nitrate, Epsom salt. Doing great. Awesome. Cool. Yeah. So, like I said, so we're going to give this away in just a minute here. What is it, about 9:20, maybe about 9:25 or something. Real quick, I've got Keela. I think I've got this one thing. Let's see if I can get this link here. Keely has a friend. We've got a friend that's been online, and I didn't set this up just for that, but Keely just told me about this. I'm gonna put a link in here at the top. We've got a friend that we've known for like several years, and her grandchild is like 2 years old, and he was just diagnosed with leukemia. And I'm gonna put a link here. If anybody can go over there and give $1 or anything, like anything's not too small, but he just got diagnosed. He's just been in and out of the hospital. This is one Keely's going to paint a mural of Minions. He likes the Minions, and she's going to paint a mural, and we're going to put that on the what is that? Our keep on growing, the online community that we have. All these links will be down in the description. But if you guys, anybody that's in the community over there, we've got a lot of stuff going on, and I might just go into that community and have a drawing for one of these too. But there's like all of our coloring books. Keely's been doing the coloring in that. What do we do, Keely? We just made an Easter one, right? So we have the Easter one. And if anybody wants a digital copy, just let me know. I'm gonna go and put it in the community for everybody to have. And oh, I got sidetracked with the Minions and that, but the community over there, Keely's going to be painting the mural, and our community. If you guys are part of that on Thinkific, where you got the book and the online course, the home and garden stuff, Keely's going to be painting for that little boy the mural. I think tomorrow, right, Keely? Tomorrow, the next day. Just subscribed a few days ago. Awesome, appreciate it, White Buffalo. Keely's going to be painting, and we're going to be putting the videos over there for y'all. And then after that, she's gonna get doing faux finishes and everything. Somebody just said, "Love the steampunk." Thanks. We got we're just so busy doing everything. We built this a year ago, and me and Keely did like one skit. We were gonna do little uh short films and stuff, and we enjoy doing that. And I love filming and editing. And I did a couple of them with Keely, but we just don't have time. And so we're hoping to do this. And Keely's gonna be doing a lot of crafts and showing people like all of this stuff here. I know this doesn't have to do with gardening, but this is all done with like recycled stuff. There's nothing. Somebody said something about like the antiques and that. This isn't antique. We made all of this. This is like a little handy white container. That's a little, what was that, Keely? The rotisserie chicken when you go to the deli. The rotisserie chicken comes in. I painted it. And then all these pipes and everything are just PVC painted like copper. This is our little iced tea jar and these little paperclip cups. So we built all of that, and that side's built and that side's built. We've got like a whole set. So we do little short films, and we have lots of fun with it. Uh, Keely's been just painting. Let's see. Here, I'll scoot you all around 1 second. I know some of you might not be interested in this, but we've got like over there. That's our little fridge. Can you see that? Oh. I'll scoot you all back around in a second. Let me take off this keep on growing. Oh, bear with me. And we're going to have the drawing in just a second. Get my name off. This is our fridge. And we had that. Remember, we were going to do the cooking on here? And then I started a channel, Badass Chef. And so we took the little mini fridge and just made that, steampunked it. Keely painted it. I put little, see, everything's just a prop. Nothing like real. It's all just sitting on there. All of this stuff just sits on there. Even this stuff is on with like magnets and things. But we had lots of fun. Let me shoot get us back around. Now it won't never get us back the right spot, right? Sorry if I'm boring all the garden people, but are we back straight? Yeah, so we have fun with all that stuff. Let me get back to the comments. So I missed a whole lot of things. I'll come back on. I'll live stream more often, guys. But let's see. I thought that was an old boiler you picked up. Yeah, no, that was it. What drying, Corey? This is 12 pack of variety microgreens. True Leaf Market put that together for us, and we're going to be giving that away. There's like 12 different ones in here. I feel like dressing up as Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, that's what I'm the good Mr. Hyde. So if you guys see that around anywhere, if you're on TikTok, somebody said I can't find you on TikTok. It's because I'm the good Mr. Hyde. And whole little story there, but we'll do that a little later. But look at all these seeds. Now each one there's an ounce of each one of these, and that might not sound like a lot, but I do the little small. You see, I grow on a 5x5 pad, right? You'll be able to make several of those out of each one of these. So like 4 or 5. So you're getting 4 or 5 servings out of each one of these. And they put this together, and I think I put a link. I don't know if I'm that organized. If anybody wants one of these, I think if you go watch my last video where I was talking about True Leaf Market, I was talking about this, and I think I put a screenshot of all of these, and they had the price on it. I went through and added the prices, and I think it's over like $60. If you went and bought like each one, like an ounce of each one. And I think they've got it for only $27. So I think that link's down in the description if you don't win it. If anybody's interested in it, the link's down there. But I'll go through these real quick, and then we'll have the drawing. Pea microgreens. If you watch my last video, I went over it. Nasturtium. That's awesome. Who eats nasturtiums? How many people are gardening out there? This is peppery. The nasturtium's pretty good because you can eat the flower, the seed pods, the stem, the leaves. Everything's like edible on it. There's not a whole lot of plants you can do that, but it's like real pretty. This is what they use for edible flowers, and then you toss it on your food and everything. Okay, Appreciate it, Corey. Keely just put a link in the dropped the link in there. Red Fire Auric. I'm showing all these, the fronts of these look the same. Let me just read it. There's no sense in showing you because I just noticed all the fronts are all the same. Let's see. We've got radish, beet microgreens, cilantro, sunflower. Everybody likes those sunflower sprouts, right? Curled cress, broccoli, a spicy salad mix, pak choy, and our shiso, which is the Oriental one, you know, that you see in the um, sushi restaurants and that. So they packed all of these up. That I, it's kind of blew my mind because if you guys have been here since like November, I asked people for like suggestions. I said if we put something together, um, what would you like? And y'all gave us a lot of suggestions, and it was a couple of months in the making, but they put these together, and these are awesome. This little pack like that. So we're gonna have a drawing real quick. Let me look. I bought a whole pound of broccoli, pak choy. Awesome, from 2 years ago, maybe, and they're still germinating great. Awesome. Yeah. That's what I need. If you guys watch any of my videos, if you've been here a while, if you go look at my channel and you look back like 4 years or 5 years, if you go back to like the oldest videos, I have a lot of pak choy, and I bought one pack from I don't know, it must have been Home Depot or Lowe's. And that one had like real thick white stems, and I love that, and big leaves, and it was awesome. And that's what you've seen in all my early videos and that. And I took those and I put some in the ground. I made a cracky system in the ground, and I let some go to seed. I think I had like 2 dozen plants I let go to seed, and I kept those seeds. And like 3 or 4 years later, I was still using them, and it was just like last year or 2 years ago. So that'd been like 4 years. I just ran out. I was like, oh, I've got to go buy some more because I forgot to let some more go to seed. And I went to go look for it, and I can't find them anywhere. And I've been trying all these different brands and that. So hopefully this pak choy one is good that's in here. I also tried the Asian Delight, and that one had a little bit thicker stem. Some people don't like the thick stem; they just like the leaves. But pak choy is awesome because I'll take your cilantro. Yeah. Some of you don't like, yes, they said the cilantro tastes like soap. Some people do. This stirs some peppery kind of radish. Yeah, a little bit like radish. Never grown microgreens. All right, Becca. Yeah, this is perfect for people haven't grown in that. Do they taste like other greens you tried? Okay, you're asking someone else. Um, Fenugreek. Yeah, fenugreek is awesome. That one's got a real fragrant smell, and if you guys have had a lot of Indian dishes, then you recognize that and everything too. But let's go ahead and draw for this. We've been on here for half an hour. I don't want to keep you on. Then that way, if you guys have something to do, you can go. But the way we're going to do this, I'm going to share my screen. Let me see if I can get that set up real quick. And there's going to be a hashtag. And we'll see if this works. There's no guarantees because I've never done this before. But let me go ahead and do this. I'm going to present, share screen, giveaway tool. All right. Let me see if that, add this in. All right. Can y'all see that? Or do I need to make it bigger? You know what? I'll type it on the bottom. If y'all put in the chat, and I'll wait a while. We're gonna let this go for about 10 minutes so everybody can get in here, and they're not, everybody has a chance. And that way, if it lags or whatever, because people are like all around the world, right? Um, I think I got hashtag TrueLeaf on there. Let me make it a little bigger here. So if you all just start typing it, and you don't have to type it several times because StreamYard that we're using up here, it filters it out. So if somebody puts hashtag, TrueLeaf like 10 times, it only counts once. So go ahead and type it in there, and that way it'll be in there, and we're going to hit the draw. And you guys, I think that it does a little random drawing. We'll do that in about 10 minutes when we're talking here. TrueLeaf. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm seeing them come in now. Awesome. Yeah, so y'all keep doing that. And like I said, we're going to let it run for a couple of minutes and then I'll go ahead and do the drawing. But I want to say thank you. You know, everybody's been in here. The one thing I really want to thank people about is anyone who's been sharing stuff. Jeannie, how are you doing? She's one of our members. Jeannie's been around a long time, and if you guys don't know Jeannie, go check her out. Um, and Jeannie actually teaches like classes and that on how to do hydroponics and that too. True Leaf, True Leaf. Yeah, but I just want to say thank you, you know, for people who like shared it because that's one of the most important things. It's not, you know, like I said, we don't. It's nice to get a lot of views, but to me, that's reaching more people. And our idea is that we want to help as many people as we can. I'm not a YouTuber. I never pretended to be, and they call people creators. I've never said I'm a creator. In fact, the little creator groups would get upset at me when I say I'm not a creator. It's I use YouTube as a tool. It's my tool to reach out and connect with other people that I never had the ability to do that before. If you guys are my age or older, if we tried to do anything to get any message out, it doesn't matter if you were selling something or it was a chain letter or whatever, we all had to like either go get print up 1,000 copies of something. We didn't have copy machines at the house, right? You had to go to a printer, you had to get stuff printed up, and you had to buy envelopes, and you had to buy a bunch of stamps, and you had to sit there and lick envelopes and lick stamps and take them up to the post office like thousands of envelopes to hopefully get a couple hundred replies and make 10 sales or something. And that's what marketing used to be like, and that's how you used to reach people, and then there wasn't really any other way. You could put stuff in the classified, but it would be like just your own local area, right? So when social media came around and we're able to, you know, connect with other people, it's just fantastic. You know, it's not just, you know, there's good and bad to everything, right? And it's not just everybody like saying, "Hey, I drank a Coke today and I went to the mall and had a chocolate chip cookie or whatever." This is we can take information that can actually help people and put it out there. And, you know, if we don't worry about like it's coming back to me, like I give a lot of my stuff away free and tell people they can go ahead and use it. And I see on my copyright thing where other people are using videos and, um, you know, if we take ourselves out of the equation and we just take the information and say, hey, here it is, this can help people, and you know, share it. You know, if you say Mike Van Duzer did it, that's one thing. If you say the pool noodle guy or keep on growing, or you just don't say anything and you just pass it out and give it to someone else. And there's some people who've like used stuff in my video and people are like, hey, they're copying you. And I'm like, well, you know, at the end of the day, somebody else has seen that. Somebody else is learning how to grow. My name doesn't mean anything. It's just that that important information is getting to more people. There's over 8 billion people in the world. So you got it? Keela's just checking on me out here. There's over 8 billion people in the world. And I don't need to be known by everybody. I just need this message to be known. I just need everybody to be able to take care of themselves in that a little bit. It's, um, I don't know a whole lot about the rest of the world, but the United States here, almost all of us, you know, except you guys, you gardeners and everything, right? When it comes to our food, we've given up everything. You know, we depend on somebody else for all of our needs. It's if all the restaurants and all the grocery stores close down tomorrow, which we kind of saw that happening during lockdown, right? Where would you get all your food? You know, we depend on somebody else to do it. So if you can learn to grow a little something, you can learn to be a little more self-sufficient, you take back a little bit of that power. And that's what, you know, so it's not to me, this is a lot more powerful than, you know, there's a lot of hobbyists out there, and that's cool. If you love just getting out there and getting your hands dirty and getting in the dirt and gardening, you know, that's cool in that. But learning to be a little more self-sufficient where, you know, if you could save 50 bucks, you know, a week because you're growing your own greens, um, that's 200 bucks a month and a couple thousand a year. You know, what could you do with a couple thousand by the end of the year? You know, so there's lots of things and people are taking, I said, take my stuff. And if you want grab my ebook and then sell my ebook, you know, whatever we can do to help each other, you know, the more we give out without, you know, thinking that we're going to get back, you know, it makes the world a lot better place. So that's what all of this is about. It's not, we're trying to be the smartest and biggest and fanciest. I could go buy a bunch of hydroponic equipment and say, look what I did, and buy my stuff, right? But this is about just helping people. And if you guys can share, I get back to the point. You guys notice I'll start talking, I'll be off on a tangent. My point was that thank you guys for sharing, because it doesn't matter if you say my name or not. If you, like, some of you have taken this and you grow your own stuff, or you go and make this and you have it growing, and somebody says, what is that? What are you doing? That's crazy. And you show them and you explain it, and they go and do it, and they show someone else. And if they don't even know who I am or my channel, or never make their way over to YouTube, it doesn't matter. The fact is that people are spreading the word, and that's what we want. You know, I've seen how many people, like I said, I can see a video and see 1 million views or 5 million views or whatever, but then I see the little thing that says share, how many times people shared, 10,000, 20,000, 40,000, people are sharing it. uh, that's the number that really matters. So that's all of you guys. And like I said, if you guys are out there, if you share it, it doesn't matter if you push the share button and I can see it, or if you just word of mouth tell somebody, or if you put it in a letter, or whatever y'all do, just help other people out, and everything, it's just going to be a lot better. Mike Van Doozy plus Dr. Cracky are fun folk. Yeah, if y'all guys haven't seen Dr. Cracky, I'm gonna do a video. I actually contacted Dr. Cracky. He actually um, emailed me. He's an awesome guy. So beautiful person. Thank you. Yeah, it's not just me. This is all of us, right? And that's why I made the video. And the one that actually took off over there is when I started out, where I say, like, I'm the dumbest gardener, and I'm striving to be the dumbest gardener. I'm not thinking, I am. People are like, you're not dumb. You're not dumb. This is the thing, is I'm confident. I know what I can do. Keely knows what we can do. We know, we're not doing anything. It's not rocket science. The system that we've got, where we grow microgreens and we put them over here, and we've got baby greens, and we grow them out the mature greens, and we keep doing it over and over and over. Um, it's not rocket science. And I know that if everybody could do that, then the world would be a lot better place. I know there's going to be hardship some places where they don't have enough water, like they live in a desert, where it's 110 degrees. I know that it's not possible for every single person, and then there's people who don't want to. So that's fine. But the people that need it and the people that want it, if I knew that everyone out there at least knew what I knew and could do what I do, and we're better, I could be the dumbest one. I don't care. That just means that everybody else is taken care of. So that's what our mission is here. And that's why when we say that, that's just, I'm not thinking, it's not self deprecating. It's not like I'm stupid or I'm dumb. It's, I want everyone to know at least what I know, and to do better. So you learn greens, you learn the easy way, you learn your ABCs, your one, two, threes, and you do it like this. I'm the teacher who's like drilling that into your head. And when you get that done, you can go look at another channel. Lots of people on YouTube like, watch me, and they're afraid of, like, people going to other channels and that. I'll point you to other channels. Once you learn what you need to know here, I'll grow some tomatoes and that, but you can go watch CB grows like a whole greenhouse full of tomatoes. You can go watch someone else, but I'm going to be here for the people that need it the most, the people who I want everybody to start. And I've seen too many people get interested, go buy a bunch of stuff, don't know the basics, and they get in over their head, and they just quit, and just, this stuff doesn't work. And this stuff does work. We've got lots of people. We've seen so many people who are over here that can do it, and they're showing other people too, and there's people all around the world doing it. So it's not that it doesn't work, it's just that people get overzealous. So like I said, I take a lot of heat, and I get people. That's why I'm saying I'm the dumbest one, is because I've had some people say you're dumb, you're stupid, or whatever. I'm like, yeah, whatever. As long as we're helping people, when those comments that come in, we get 100 times more comments saying, thank you, you helped me, you helped my family, and that's all thanks to y'all. So whatever I can do for everyone, that's why we started the little community on Thinkific. We're going to be doing a whole lot more over there for y'all. Like we said, we had a real busy start here, but I'm going to go ahead and do this drawing. I'm going to stop running my mouth, because you guys can tell me that I get to talking and I can't shut up. I told Keely I was tired, and I said, I don't know about live streaming tonight. I'm really tired. But once I turn the camera on, I just start, right? When did being creative become dumb? Appreciate it. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. And like we said, we're all in it together. I'm not nothing special. You guys, the stuff that I teach you, easy, simple, basics, ABCs, one, two, threes, and you guys can teach somebody else too. And those people can teach somebody else too. And right before I do the little drawing, I just want to put one more thing in your head real quick. When people hear about me like saying share, 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 I don't know if you guys have heard this before, but it's where you take one penny and you take one penny and the next day you have two pennies. Or what I like to say is that it's one of us and one of us talks to two people and there's only two of you out there, right? And you take that message and you give it to two more people. So you got one, the next day is four, the next day is eight, the next day is 16. So we got 16 people to know, right? And then there's 32. Do it for 1 month, 30 days. And how much do you think we get without anybody getting calculators out? In 30 days, it's going to be somewhere around 512 million. And that's the power of sharing. And that's the power of interest. Like exponential is that when one person tells two people and two people tell two people and it keeps going and going, everybody has to do that for only 30 days. And there's 500 million people that will know about it. So that's what you guys getting out there and sharing with people. Like I said, that's why it tickles me. If somebody's like doing something, they don't even know what Keep On Growing is or never even been on YouTube, but they're like doing what we're doing. That tickles me to death when I see that. 1,000 close. 500 million. All righty, let's do this draw. Who's ready for the drawing? Everybody, last couple seconds, everybody, hashtag TrueLeaf in the comments. And I'm going to make this bigger so everybody can kind of see it. Let me see. Spread the words, peeps. Yeah, definitely. How's that? Is that a little bigger? Can y'all see? Yep. All right. Frank, what's up, Frank? TrueLeaf, TrueLeaf. Yep. TrueLeaf is awesome. Everybody ready? Everybody say ready. And I'll hit it. Things are lagging on my side, so ready. Here we go. Oh, I got to be on the other screen. I'm trying to tap the screen on here. All right. Here we go. Everybody got TrueLeaf in, right? Start collecting comments. Oh no, I didn't have the button pushed. All right, everybody start putting TrueLeaf again. Let's see if this thing goes up. I had it just sitting here. It might have to refresh. There we go. All right, one more time, everybody. Hashtag TrueLeaf. Hashtag TrueLeaf. I'm watching it. Can y'all see? That looks a little tiny. That's why I couldn't see it. Why didn't anybody tell me the timer wasn't going up? There we go. I am Marky Mark, Nathan, Stacy. There we go. 31. All right. TrueLeaf. Hashtag TrueLeaf. Hashtag TrueLeaf. There we go. Now it's climbing. That was my fault. Like I said, I get a little sidetracked. 58. All right. Hashtag TrueLeaf. I'll watch. What do we got? How many people are in here? 120 people. When we get up close to around 100, I'm going to go ahead and hit the button. All right. Hashtag TrueLeaf. Healing Hobbies still here. We got Wings of Carrie. Jujube. How are you doing? And I don't recognize, like, some people don't have like the real name on here, but are you the one we sent the little frog thing? Um, was it to your niece or granddaughter or someone? Butter Moms, Nerd Diva. Here we go. All right, it's climbing up. Hashtag TrueLeaf 78. How far y'all want me to let it go before I hit the button? Ready? TrueLeaf, bread almond. All right, everybody who's just coming in, go ahead and say Trudeau for prison. All right. TrueLeaf, TrueLeaf. Nebraska's still here. Awesome. And then if y'all don't win this, I think in my next video, whatever, I'll go ahead and set up a little entry where you can go and I can do, I can't do it on YouTube. You can't like ask for um, different things to do with the rules and giveaways and that. but I'll have it set up on the next video. Here we go. True Leaf, 125 people in here. If we get enough people, maybe I'll do 2. Getting close. Hashtag True Leaf. Everybody's coming in. Hashtag True Leaf, and we're gonna do this. And I think Kelia popped the link in the description. But if you go down, if you guys miss out, for the new people who are coming in here, this is what we're doing. There's 12 different. It's a variety pack. There's peas, broccoli, seashow, orac, all kinds of stuff in there. All right, we're getting close. 88. All right, that might be all the people who want to participate. Y'all ready? True Leaf, True Leaf, True Leaf. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and do this. Everybody's been waiting long enough. And you only have to do it once because they'll filter it out. 90. Ready? Draw. There we go. Oh, did you see your name? Everybody see their name? Juju Alter. Winner, Amanda Coy. Amanda Coy. All right, Amanda, here's my email. Let me get it up here. Instead of True Leaf. Everybody say congratulations, Amanda. Amanda, keep on growing 1 at gmail.com. Get me an address and I'll go ahead and get that shipped off to you. And let's see, let me get that off and get me back up here. All right, so congratulations, Amanda. And that was fun. It's like 120 of y'all in here. So we're gonna have a lot more videos come out. I'm not gonna keep you guys all night. I know it's kind of late, people on the East Coast and that. We've got more. If you guys have any ideas, this is just like an experiment that we're doing, right? And I'm going around, I'm harassing all the people. Firehouse subs, $3 with the lid. You know, this lid by itself up at Lowe's was like $3.50 by itself. So Firehouse subs, if you guys $3 for that. Some people said that these are in the, if you guys know anybody had deli or a bakery, that some of them are getting them free. They also said that I think it's Winn-Dixie and Walmart somewhere. They said that they were selling them for like $2, you know, something ungodly cheap. Love you, buddy. Hey, appreciate it, Marky Mark. Everybody else, yeah, thanks everybody for being here. I'll be back. Awesome, appreciate it. Some people are getting them free, but I mean, if you get them for $2 or $3, we built a tower. If you look at our last video, $10, you know, for our tower, and you're able to grow all that stuff. So we're going to go out there, harvest. I got a bunch more stuff to plant. We've got all kinds of stuff to plant out. So, everybody who Dunkin' Donuts, that's another one. Yeah. Dunkin' Donuts. Anybody who has any ideas about any of this, you know, here's my email. I'm just experimenting. This is basically like a cracking container. I'm excited about this because the other one that we had was cool too, and people liked it because it was kind of like the tower garden. We put a pump, we ran tubes up, and water came down and everything. Some people were saying they didn't have tools and blah 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 and all of this, but anybody can get a drill, right, and drill a couple holes. And if you don't, you probably have a friend somewhere, and it doesn't have to be like mine. I used to remodel, so I have a heavy duty drill. You don't need that. You're cutting through plastic. You know, you're not cutting through wood or metal or anything, or like a big chunk of wood, right? It's a little piece of plastic. So the cheapest drill out there would do. But we build those. It took me, I put like 3 of them I drill out in like 20 minutes, and I got a friggin' tower. You know, it's out there. It's just blowing my mind. So as many buckets as I can get, I'm going to start lining them up. And I told Keely, I don't know what the neighbors are going to think, but we're going to have them lined up in our driveway. And it's kind of looking like a victory garden. It's a little patriotic. That kind of just happened because we got red ones were Firehouse, and I already had the white buckets, and I went up to Lowe's and I had some blue buckets when I was waiting to get some more. We started doing so it looks like red, white, and blue out there. Arbor Freight drill and hole saw kit is cheapest. Yeah, Arbor Freight. It's a good place to get it. My tomatoes kept drowning every time it rained. Yeah, see, that's another thing. That's why I'm excited about this, is because I'll make more videos, and you guys, if you're out there, if you're a gardener and you're on YouTube, you should be doing this. I'm going to challenge people to do this. I've been contacting some of the other gardeners. This would be cool if we all did it and kind of shared our experiences in that with each other. You know, like I said, everybody doesn't have to come to my channel. If you're a gardener out there, do this and then contact me. I'll put you on this channel too. But we used to do this with the net cup, right? We take this and we put the net cup up here. And then if it was outside, it would rain and fill it up. And then we were drilling like little overflow things. Here it's like this now. If it rains, the rain's coming down and dripping down off of here. This is awesome. It's, you know, besides having it stacked up where we can go vertical, I told Keely this, and I hadn't even done a video on this, but I told Keely, I said, you can hang that up and then be out there under a tree. You know, the water's not going to get in the top. You've got stuff hanging there. I don't know if your neighbors like seeing a bunch of buckets hanging around your tree, but I'm going to stick a couple in my front yard like that with some plants hanging up. You could even put that up if you're going to grow your tomato plant in there, because the tomatoes, remember the upside down bags where they used to have the dirt with the tomato and the bag topsy-turvy would grow out the bottom. You put your tomato in there and hang it up and just have a tomato plant hanging down. So we've got all kind of ideas. Like I said, this coming off the side like that, and then it's always leaving a space up here for the air. That was another thing when the plant was up top here, right? If you filled it up too much, you might have drowned out all the air roots. This, when your plant's in here, it might have some air roots down there, but it's got all the space up here. You know, the chances of you filling this up and like drowning out the air roots is, you know, you're always going to have that up there. So this is just got me tickled to death because that was easy. That was, you know, we're trying to get a little too difficult with everything. And that's why I said, uh, you know, people want to come on here and you want to look like the smartest person, and people, you know, come on here and say stuff to each other like, oh, how much do those tools cost and everything? Like you can't get a drill or um, we're just doing things simple, cheap, easy. This is accessible. Just about anyone can do it. I'm a lazy gardener. I don't want to be out there every waking hour, you know, doing that. Farmers wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning for a reason, because it's hard work. There's a lot of stuff to do. And we're making it where I forget the stuff is out there sometimes. I put it together and put it out there. And then all of a sudden, you know, uh, one of the downspouts had dried up in that because I haven't been out there for a week. So you know, it's cheap and it's easy. And I hope everybody's having fun doing this. We're going to, like I said, thank you guys for being part of this journey. Thank you guys for sharing if you've ever shared it with anybody. And thank you for just hanging out with me. It's been fun. I haven't been on for like a long time of that. Hey, Tish, how are you doing? I'm grateful to catch this. Try Good Tools also. Goodwill. Yeah, Goodwill has some tools. So y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pop off here. I'm going to leave this running for a minute. If y'all want to say goodnight to each other and everything, I appreciate it. You guys up north, stay warm. I'm sorry you're having like snow and ice and that. We're down here. It was 90 degrees today. So we're in our growing weather down here. And I hope that everybody up there, you know, that you're starting to warm up in the next couple of weeks here and everybody can get growing. All righty. Appreciate it. Love y'all. Live to inspire. Keep on growing. Be the change. We'll catch y'all next time.